This is AUB's Innovation Park with Virgin Radio. My name is Arthur. We have Michel Naufal with us in the studio, who is the Managing Director of Venus Consultancy. Did I say that right?
Right.
Amazing. Michel, thank you for coming. Thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure.
So tell me a bit about your company. What do you guys do exactly?
Okay, as a management consulting firm, we support businesses to scale up. So this is in summary.
So when you say scale up?
To scale up. So they could be startups, they could be just people who have any idea, any business idea, or people who has more advanced business, SMEs, and even large corporations. So for each segment of companies, we help them to scale up.
So scale up means usually you take them when they're a bit early and you help them become much bigger companies, right? So if I have a small business, a small startup, I have a bit of clients, my technology is really working, but I need 1 million users now. So we come to you and then you help us put the plan, put the strategy to move forward?
Yes. Actually, we help them in 3 stages. There is the commercial part, the financial part, and the technical part.
So what would be the technical part?
So the technical part is for startups or companies who have some technical difficulties, or they need, or take like people who works in the industrial field, manufacturing field, or tech.
So you help them with the processes and the
processes,
supply chain and these types of things.
Right.
All right, that's actually
technical.
That's very cool. So we're going to listen to some Beyonce, and we're going to be back. We're back on AUB's Innovation Park. Lara, before we get started, question, did you like Beyonce when she was part of Pussycat Dolls, or do you like her now better?
Beyonce was Destiny's Child. Arthur.
Who was part of Pussycat Dolls?
Nicole Scherzinger.
Do we like her?
We like her.
Amazing. So, Michel, thank you for being here. So we're talking about Venus Consultancy. You guys help companies actually go from where they are to becoming much bigger companies. You help them in 3 phases, commercial, finance, and technical. So technical, if I need to enhance my supply chain, or if I'm not really building my company in the most efficient way, you might interfere, help me grow it.
The processes.
Amazing. So on a commercial side though, what exactly do you guys help with?
Okay, so the commercial side is about branding, marketing, everything related to showcasing their business.
Do you work mostly on strategy, or do you help us with the execution?
Strategic plans for companies. We can support in execution, but like mentoring and coaching, but we don't do the actual implementation or the execution. But we are more into the strategic part.
Do you ever yell at the founders? Like, do you ever want to be like, you guys are such idiots, why are you not listening to me? Does that happen?
It's not, we empower them. We empower them because all startups, they come in a phase, they are excited at the beginning, then they drop down, but to always make sure that to lift them up.
They need the right support, because it's such a hard journey, right? Like, I remember from our days, like when we were building Lemonade, in my mind it was like, yeah, we'll get started within 6 months, we'll raise $1 million, and then, we know all the influencers. They're definitely going to do campaigns for us. How hard is it to make this succeed? And then you get started. It's like, oh, it's like 10,000 times harder to do this than I actually thought. But that's why we have people like you, right? So you help us, you guide us, you give us the support. So I think what you're doing is really cool and very impressive. So what is like a song that you really like? And I only ask this for Lara because Lara is obsessed with songs. Okay. If it was up to me, I would give no one any breaks. You would just listen to my voice all day. It would be called the Arthur Station, not the Virgin Station.
Okay.
Let's give her a hint. J-Lo.
J-Lo?
Let's do J-Lo. I love J-Lo.
This is Virgin Radio. We're on with AUB's Innovation Park. I have Michel Naufal with me, the Managing Director of Venus Consultancy, and my name's Arthur. I'm the co-founder of Lemonade Fashion. So, Michel, what are some of the interesting startups that you guys have worked with?
Okay, I don't want to name startups, but I can tell you like the field of their startups, mainly in the tech, a lot of startups in the agri-food. We support startups in the agri-food sector, and we have a lot of success stories. What they are doing is amazing. We are doing something that we call import substitution. So they have some ideas, they want to develop some food products. They are doing it in a great way, and this in excellent quality. So this is replacing a lot of imported products. Okay,
that's actually very cool. I've seen a lot of. We had someone here that was replacing Nutella. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Right.
It was Spreadly. I think it was Spreadly.
And it was good. It was actually tasty.
It was. I remember we were eating it in the.
I know them.
In the common area. Yeah. So what are some of the common mistakes you see startups make? Or what was the most epic mistake you've seen?
Epic mistake. It's not a mistake, but they are too close to attain the first goal or the first milestone, and they want to drop back.
So they give up too fast?
They give up too fast.
Perfect. Never give up, people. We're on with Virgin Radio and AUB's Innovation Park. Michel, thank you for being here. So we're discussing a bit the support that you give companies to be able to succeed, but we're also talking about some of the mistakes that they make. And you were saying that the biggest mistake you see is that they're sometimes very close to a breakthrough, like success is right around the corner, and then you feel like they give up a bit too early. So what would be, let's say, a word of advice that you have to people listening right now?
Okay. Entrepreneurs, they should be coachable people. They should not say that we know everything. They're excellent in their ideas and what they want to achieve, but they always need support. Everyone needs the support. I need the support. We should always seek more and more help, more support. A lot of networking, to read a lot, to look at success stories. I believe they should never stop, and always the sky is the limit.
I always tell people that success actually leaves clues, right? If you read a lot and you watch a lot of the videos of successful entrepreneurs, you will notice that a lot of them think the same way in different things, right? They all have good mentors, they all have good coaches, they all have some sort of a routine that allows them to have clarity of mind. They try to take care of themselves, because if you burn out early on, then you're not going to be able to take good decisions. And they're all people that are very highly surrounded with proper networks and education, because you need to read, you need to always be on top of your field, and you need to have a certain, I want to say, courage. And courage does not mean that you're not afraid. Courage actually means that when you are afraid, you still take the step forward. So when you have two options, right? I can either be scared and then move backwards, or I can be scared and I can take a leap of faith and then go with the faith that this will work because I have the right people supporting me. And you guys are one of those right people that are supporting entrepreneurs and so on. And I think people should connect with you, but we're gonna tease them a bit. We're gonna force them to listen to a couple of songs, and then when we're back, you're gonna tell them where to find you. We're back. Lara, thank you so much for playing I'm Not Afraid. That was such a good song after the segment we had. And Michel, how do people connect with you?
Okay, they can connect to us through emails, phone calls. They can just pay us a visit. We are in Sinnerfield, facing Habtoor Hilton Hotel.
So what's the website? Is it Venus Consultancy?
Venus-consultancy.com.
Okay, if they just Google Venus Consultancy Lebanon, would they find you?
Yes.
And if someone wants to connect with you personally, are you on LinkedIn?
I'm on LinkedIn.
So that's Michel
Naufal.
It's Naufal. So Naufal.
Right.
That sounds fun to say. Naufal. So Michel Naufal, follow him on LinkedIn, connect with him, connect with his team. They're one of the companies that are really helping entrepreneurs succeed. And if you want to succeed, you need as much support as possible, which is again why we created AUB's Innovation Park, so that we can also give you access to the right people, the right network, the right mentors, the right education, workshops, everything else. And I really hope to one day see all of you on this show with me so that we can talk about your success stories. Michel, any final words you want to tell everyone?
I want to thank the EUB IPark for what they are doing, and I want to tell the startups and the young entrepreneurs that they should be very glad there is this support. And if we look back 20 years ago, there wasn't any support. The entrepreneurship ecosystem was not really present as it is now. So they should benefit from this and go to EUB IPark.
You know what's sad is that most of the people listening were either not born 20 years ago or they were wearing, poopy diapers 20 years ago. Do we have any songs about poopy diapers, Lara? I feel like there should be.
Obviously do not.
Okay, well, let's find something, the
Absolutely.
closest possible thing to a poopy diaper song.
Absolutely not.
This is AUB's Innovation Park. My name's Arthur. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Lemonade Fashion and the entrepreneur in residence of AUB's Innovation Park. With me, Michel. We had such a cool show today, and to sum up, we were discussing about all of the steps that entrepreneurs have to take, and one of the biggest mistakes that they do is that they give up too fast when they're too close to success and they're not coachable. Anything else, Michel, you think if founders did, they would have a slightly easier life?
I believe they should not be afraid of discussing their ideas in front of anyone. I received this question many times. So they ask me, we have the idea, but we're afraid to telling it to someone. Someone will steal our idea. But actually, the ideas are repetitive. Anyone can share the same ideas, but nobody can share the same passion and the same way of doing it.
Yeah, we always say it's not about the idea as much as it's about the execution.
Right.
Because every single idea today has already been had multiple and multiple and multiple and multiple times. It's the execution that makes the entire difference. So you should never actually be afraid of talking as long as you're actually doing. So if you're scared of talking, it means you're actually not working enough. That's why you're scared, right? So the moral of the story is that talk less, do more. That's a good way, to end this. Talk
Yes,
less,
it's wise.
do more. It's like one of the songs from the Hamilton show.
Okay.
Have you watched Hamilton?
Yes.
It's one of my favorite plays.
Yes.
It's all about
Let's
it's
do more.
yeah, it's like the way America was built as an entrepreneurship project. It's really cool. You guys should check it out. So Michel, thank you for being here. This is Michel Naufal, NAUFAL. Find him on LinkedIn. He's the managing director of Venus Consultancy. They help companies grow. They help startups grow. If you're struggling with your business and you don't know what to do, reach out to Michel and his team, and they will help you get there. Thank you for listening. I do have an outro section. I am going to tell you to download the Virgin Radio app now, but in a few minutes, we're going to talk about the AUB program and why you should join us. We had such a great show today on AUB's Innovation Park. Thank you all for listening week after week. Our aim with AUB is to actually help you turn your ideas into successful stories. We want to make sure that entrepreneurship is flourishing in the country because entrepreneurship is one of the best ways to take the economy forward. Our aim as entrepreneurs is to find the biggest problems in the world and turn them into solutions, right? So if there are problems around you, if there are things that you're annoyed with and you cannot believe that this is the world that we live in, this is your opportunity to make a difference, to make a change, and do not be scared to do it. The crazier your idea is, the bigger the opportunity, the more support you will actually get. That's why we created AUB's Innovation Park, because we want to help you, we want to support you, we want to be, like the French say, your soutien, in your journey to success, and we want to help you do that. Go to our website, it's aub.edu.lb/iPark, or just Google AUB's Innovation Park. You will see our programs. We've helped so many entrepreneurs succeed on a global level. Most of our companies actually end up raising a lot of money from global investors. They have clients everywhere now because AUB builds a network on a global scale, and then we open up these opportunities for you. We give you the right mentors like Michel Naufal that will actually guide you on your journey to success. My name is Arthur. I'm the co-founder and the CEO of Lemonade Fashion and the entrepreneur in residence of AUB's Innovation Park. I will be personally helping you turn your ideas into startups. And this show is brought to you by the Talal and Madiha Zein AUB Innovation Park. Make sure to tune in this week, next week, and the week after until we tell you that the show is canceled.